All right, welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Nigeria. Now time to talk politics. So the forthcoming cycle elections in Bayelsa, Imo and Kogi scheduled to take place on Saturday, the 11th of November. Of course, is very pivotal in the country's democratic process. And of course, pundits are claiming that these elections will provide indeed a unique opportunity for all Nigerians and indeed the world to evaluate outcomes which will significantly impact the political fortunes of the parties involved and ultimately lay the foundation for the upcoming general elections in 2027. So to join us to talk more on the Bayelsa PDP governorship campaign so far, we have right here in the studio Dr. Don Evarida Bednigo, and he's the spokesperson Bayelsa State PDP Governorship Campaign Council, and it's a pleasure to have you right here in the studio.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Begnigo, you're welcome to Good Morning Nigeria. A lot has been happening lately in Bayelsa, from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, issuing an amendment list of candidates for the upcoming Bayelsa State governorship election, with the inclusion of Temipre Silva contesting on the platform of the All Progressive Congress, APC. Is the ruling party in any way threatened by this development?
Well, I think we'll say it for free that for us as a people, not just a political party, Bayelsans are happy that that name is included in the final list. The reason being that the incumbent governor has demonstrated an uncommon love and passion for development, providing security, ensuring the sanctity of life. And Bayelsans are saying, we have moved on. For those who want to rear their head to say, oh, I should have a chance, they are asking. We are at the records. And Bayelsans do not want a situation where one person will complain that it was the court that excluded him or her. And therefore, without even mentioning his name, Bayelsans wanted, and for us as a political party, we celebrated the inclusion of that name, because it gives us that requisite impetus for us to say, we beat our chest. On records, Bayelsans are going to affirm our governor for the second time. And so, it's not an issue that we're going to talk about any day, because we feel, as a party, this is the right time. Bayelsans will do the needful, and the world will understand. Remember, the president a few days ago said, he told the world that this off-cycle election is not about which party. It's not about who wears the crown. It's about a process that must be adhered to within the confines and principles of democracy. And we're telling the world, the desire of Mr. President to ensure that Nigeria enjoys a new lease of democratic face will be made possible in Bayelsa State. The people will come out and let the world understand democracy is here, because performance is what determines good governance.
All right, Dr. Bednigo, I just tell us a bit about the stakes, in this election, because you've just mentioned the APC governorship candidate, Temipre Silva. He's granted interviews and talked about, of course, the kind of baggage he's bringing in, not just baggage of experience in terms of government, policies and programs. He's also been there before, so he has an, advantage of being at the helm of affairs in Bayelsa, so he claims to know the issues better than what it is now. And he also talks about the gaps in development. So for you, what are the issues?
Yeah, I think it's important to say that there are strong determinants for this November off-cycle election in Bayelsa State. First is security. And of course, as a government, that's our bragging right. Bayelsa State, this is a national television. In fact, this is Nigeria. We're talking here about Nigeria. Bayelsa State is the safest state in Nigeria today. We are not saying it.
Except what happened in
let me say it. Not of that. I will go to that briefly.
Okay.
But I'm telling us now that Bayelsa State is adjudged the safest state in the country. We are not saying it. The former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was in Bayelsa State a few days ago. He said, I call on all states in this country to toe the Bayelsa approach of wanting development first by granting security. That what I see here is real security.
Is that as a reason of government policies?
It's about the level of investment that our government has put in place to ensure that security is not just about lip service or political rhetorics. No, it's about creating the enabling environment for security operatives, supporting logistics, and most importantly, weaving in our common nexus between the people and security agencies, where the people come out to show ownership and responsibility that preservation of life shouldn't be just a responsibility of governmental institutions, but about themselves. And now we're saying, look, as a determined security is first. When we get it like we have got it in security and there's need to sustain it, that's why the people are saying continuity. When we get it right in security, substructures of society just key in. For instance, building critical infrastructure. When we're talking about the other person, the other candidate, he hasn't the records for us as a government. We're saying there are three basic sectors, three central sectors in the state. We have the Bayelsa West, East, and Central. What are the needs of the people? We went for campaigns in 2019. Do you know what the people said? They said, please, let the world be brought to us by roads, that we have never seen roads. In his hometown, the APC governorship candidate, Chief Timi Principal, with due respect to him, one of our senior citizens, you see, there is no roads to Brass and his hometown of Koma, to the neighbor axis. This government, as we're speaking, is taking a road down the Atlantic to his hometown. Do you know?
Because I was going to say Brass is in
yes,
the Atlantic.
As we're talking now.
And you know what it costs to build
that's what I'm But you know what's embarrassingly?
Because the incumbent probably would have state resources to do that.
That's what I'm telling you. A few days ago, we were watching national television, certainly not this one. And then the governorship candidate...
This is the only national television.
Yeah, no, one of these global television
yes,
too.
Other television.
But certainly not NTA. And then when he was accosted as to, why didn't you build roads in a state when you are a governor? And then he said to build a road in Bayelsa State is so difficult. But for us, in the course of our campaigns in 2019, we told the people, please tell us. We asked them, brother, tell us what you need. And they said roads. And as we're speaking, I said road is hitting Brass down the Atlantic. If you go, that is his hometown.
In terms of road network.
Yes.
Hold on. In terms of road network, because I know Bayelsa is more than about 90%
water.
Water.
Yes,
it's not just Yanagoa.
No.
It's not just Yanagoa. You have, Sagbama.
Yes.
You have even Kolo Creek.
Yeah.
You have even Fang Bay, just across there.
Yeah.
What is the road network like now?
That's why I'm quickly telling you that our concentration in terms of building critical infrastructure like roads is to concentrate first on the three senatorial districts. We have taken a road connecting Sagbama, Ekremo, 42 kilometers of road. It has not even been commissioned, but it's in use for the first time in the history of this world and this country, from the Republican days to the independence. Those people have never seen roads. As we're saying now, a road connecting the rest of the world to them. And now our intention is not just that. We're saying from 2024, we want to ensure that that road connects the Agesi port, which is what we've collaborated with the federal government.
12 hours.
No, it's possible. We're going to do it.
Look, it's 12 hours.
Do you know what it took us years ago to get to Ekremo? We have to negotiate from Bayelsa State to Delta State in Bomadi. There, you spend the whole day. But you know what? You don't need even a car now. You can take a tricycle or a bicycle, and you just take a quick one there. And now we're also saying Southern Niger. This is Nigeria we're talking. Southern Niger, by what we know, and the data is correct, is the largest and most populated local government in this country. It is the most naturally endowed local government in this country. It is also the most forgotten and marginalized local government. And no, let me say this very important.
Yes.
Do you know they have never seen a car in their life? This government. This government has taken road to the level of people that say, look, if there is anything at all that should be a determinant for this election, this road. Now, the three senatorial districts in Bayelsa State are saying road, but not just road. Is it about education? Is it about school? And that's why we have what we call the Yes Dream movement in Bayelsa State. It does not know political party.
But the details that we have emanating from the state is that the oil-rich state is lacking in development in some areas, and even as it ranks as one of the is even ranked as one of the poorest, in states in 2022. Now, do you think the governor can hold sway even in the face of the perceived and somewhat new political order in the state? And secondly, I want to ask if the governor is enjoying the endorsement of critical stakeholders in the state across the party.
It brings to fore why I wanted to quickly mention about the Yes Dream movement. The Yes Dream movement is not about PDP or APC. It's about the people enjoying the essence of prosperity. The Yes Dream movement does not know names of people, civil society organizations, religious bodies, market women. Do you know what happened yesterday?
He has endorsements of...
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what happened yesterday? Bayelsa State was under lock and key, not by the government. Market women closed their shops. Fishermen stopped going to the river or to the sea. Palm cutters like my father stopped going to cut the palms. Canoe carvers like the former President Goodluck Jonathan's father didn't go doing their carving anymore. Teachers, though on holiday, said they will go and wear their teaching clothes to demonstrate the essence of appreciation of education. Now, when you're asking whether XYZ things are going to say differently, look, let me tell you, Bayelsa State isn't a poor state. Bayelsa State is enjoying an uncommon lease of new life. And that's why we're saying yes, Jerry. Yes, there is about security. Okay. Yes, there is about reprofiling the health status of the state. Yes, there is about giving us better education.
We have to gain some time now. We have just less than 3 minutes to round off. So he talked about, you know, the state of the people of Bayelsa, and of course the level of development. And I'll take you back to Oloibiri. I'll take you back to Tibuti. These are very rural areas, you know, where you have, you know, poverty, where you can even see poverty. So how far, you know, has your principal reached by way of development to those areas, especially those areas that are even outside the state capital, Yanagoa, you know? On your way to Patani, you have this community. I've been trying to remember the
Kayama?
name. No, not Kayama. The community that was visited by the military during the president. OD. How is OD today? Is OD enjoying part of this infrastructure that you talk about?
Yeah, that's why we're saying that, look, as a government, we're very strategic to ensure the force will grant security. And after security, we build infrastructure and we give attention to education. And we'll look at reprofiling the health status of the state. And of course, build capacity for our children awards to ensure that when we want the world to come and invest in the state, bearing in mind that we've created a transparent system, they will understand that the local content is there. No, let me tell you, day after day after day, endorsements are coming from across the globe. Yesterday, the whole world plummeted on Bayelsa State. For once, even members of the opposition said they were standing with our governor. That's the endorsement. The former president yesterday told the world, and those who care to listen, I refer to our own son, and our icon, the father of modern democracy. Let me say this, please.
Yes, and tell us what happened.
Do you know what he said? Do you know what
ahead.
former President Goodluck Jonathan said yesterday? He told the people, if there is peace in Bayelsa State, why not continue? And I have peace here. In Bayelsa, there is peace. I see my people having better education, improved healthcare, and the roads are being built. These are things that were never possible in the eyes of the world, that Bayelsa State can be taken to this level. He gives the endorsement. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo went. He gave the endorsement. Let me tell you, the Sultan of Sokoto went to Bayelsa State. His Eminence not long ago, a few days back, to commission a project. Yes. Do you know what he said? He said this is what should be in a state in this country.
Do we have this kind of cordial relationship among the political parties and party followers?
Wonderful.
Does it exist? And what happened in Ogbia?
Look, let me tell you. For once, in Bayelsa State, we can say it as a bragging right too, that Bayelsa State government, under the Idri, is the only government in this country that we can say for free, that has absolute political tolerance. But within the party, People's Democratic Party, total peace and tranquility. You know what? For once we had in this country, one governor was returned unopposed in terms of just go. Nobody's going to contest with you. And let me tell you, come November 11th, we are not going to cast votes about who becomes a governor for the second time. It will be a mere affirmation.
Police has flagged Bayelsa Kogi as flashpoints.
It's a beautiful thing because we know we have years of struggle in Bayelsa State, the Jaws. Remember, Bayelsa State is the homeland at the center of the boiling pot of the Jaw nation, and therefore, if anything goes wrong in Bayelsa State, it will affect everything in this country.
So
for us,
you're assuring that there will be peace during the election.
It's not about assurance. The world has said that Bayelsa State is the most peaceful, not me. And we are saying that, look, because it is so, the other folks, we know them. Do you know that
Are you done with the campaign?
Okay, yesterday we did our grand rally, and I did say that all people from all walks of life plummeted by Bayelsa State to celebrate the essence of life, the essence of prosperity, the good roads, the education, the peace and tranquility, the capacity built for our children awards, and most importantly, they wanted to hear just one thing, not about what the governor has done. They said, how will it be 2024-28? So November 11 isn't going to be an election day. So it is going to be a day for mere affirmation, because everybody, including folks in the APC, they have downsized and they are saying, for the sake of performance.
So what you're saying is that you are sure that the governor will be returned to the exalted.
It is not about assurance. Doediri, as a governor, isn't contesting for a second tenure. His works have spoken for him. And the people said, and they are saying even today, November 11, they will affirm it. But most importantly, as a caveat, because Bayelsa State is very peaceful, the other folks from the APC, anytime they want to rear their head for any election, situation changes for insecurity. And that's why you had a reportage, even on the October, that a bomb explosion in Yenegwa. Let me tell you, Doidre has been a governor for about 4 years. Not even the knockout we had in Bayelsa State. Why this sudden thing? It's an embarrassing thing. However, we know Ribadu. I was a police officer many years ago, and I know him. Nigerians trust him. He's a man of uncommon impeccability. He has assured this country that we're going to have an election that means well. Please, dear folks, let the security agency in this country up their game and ensure that Bayelsans have opportunity to fight on.
Your positivity is very contagious.
It's not contagious.
Dr. Dan Varada, Abednego, unfortunately you came, you didn't bring a finger, you didn't bring...
No, they are here. They are here.
Did you come with them?
The governor told me anytime I get...
Seafoods.
The governor told me anytime I get to NTA, let me give them prosperity. And so I won't leave here without blessing you guys, because this is Nigeria. Nigeria is happy with my governor, and my governor is happy with Nigeria through the NTA.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abednego. Okay, Claire, let's take the... Claire, I think we have the sports updates. Let's have some sports news now.
Sorry, okay, not sports. Let's just see what's happening on the foreign scene.
Okay.
Several civilians, including children, were killed in strikes attributed to the Malian army in Kidal, a possible foreshadowing of the battle to come for this bastion in the Tuareg rebellion and a major sovereignty issue for the central states. The Permanent Strategic Framework, an alliance of the predominantly Tuareg armed groups, reported in a press release 14 deaths, including 8 children, gathered in front of a school, and 6 notables were killed as well. No reaction was initially obtained from the Malian authorities, as the army indicated on social networks earlier that it had neutralized the day before with its air assets a certain number of targets which were preparing operations inside a camp recently evacuated by the United Nations mission, MINUSMA.
And all right, that's how it's been with us. And Good Morning Nigeria for today. As always, we're glad that you've made it with us. We invite you again to another interesting edition of the program, same time tomorrow. From me, Claire Dilabu Abdulrazak, and the GMM crew, have a pleasant day.
And I am Ademola Adeoye. Do have a great day. Thanks for joining us.